night, police removing the disturbing remains from a Lancaster County house. CBS 21 learning new details about the man accused of robbing graves. A man police say had more than 100 sets of human remains in his home. Who they say was selling some of those bones. We're learning more about Jonathan Gerlach and who he was in life and the investigation that's led to his arrest. Good evening and thank you for joining us at 5. I'm Alex Thill. Today we got a hold of the search warrant explaining what led police to this grisly discovery in Ephrata. We have live team coverage with the latest in this case. Let's start with Lily Sexton. So Lily, you broke down a 19-page warrant. What can you tell us?
That's right. The Lancaster County man is accused of stealing body parts from a cemetery outside of Philly and returning several times, storing the body parts at this storage facility here, as well as his home. And the search warrant claims that he sold the rest online.
After 30 years now, I can say this is probably the most horrific thing that I've seen. And again, to the families, as the district attorney pointed out, we all have loved ones that passed. Like, rest in peace is rest in peace. And this is definitely something that tears at your heartstrings.
When police executed the search warrant, they said they found over 100 human skulls, numerous long bones, mummified human feet and hands, 2 decomposing human torsos, and other assorted skeletal items. Documents obtained by CBS 21 say Jonathan Gerlach is connected to multiple grave robberies where they say he left DNA evidence behind. Police also credit a tipster who sent a message to Lancaster police claiming to have heard about a, quote, partially decomposed in Gerlach's basement. A local officer who helped execute the search warrant said even with all the evidence they collected, they didn't expect a discovery as shocking as this.
No, I don't believe that we had an idea of exactly. I mean, there were certainly there was some information that led us to believe that there would be evidence there, and to a certain extent, but not to the extent that was discovered.
Gerlach was allegedly caught with remains on him on Tuesday, leading to his arrest. For now, we're live in Lancaster County. Lily Sexton, CBS 21 News.
But a horror movie come to life. That's how detectives describe this Lancaster County home. And just today, authorities removed some disturbing discoveries. A man named Jonathan Gerlach is being charged after more than 100 stolen skeletons were found here. We have team coverage on this story today with CBS 21's Lily Sexton piecing through the search warrant and Maxine Rose speaking to a former friend who was shedding light on the suspect's past. It's 5:30. I'm Alex Thill. And we're now learning Gerlach was allegedly selling some of those human remains. So let's get right into it. Lily, what evidence did police have against him before this arrest?
They had been collecting evidence against him for a while now. They were able to get physical DNA evidence from the scene of where the graves were robbed. They also were able to collect information from his social media where he's being tagged in people speaking about buying and selling these human remains from him. They also said that Lancaster police got a tip. This was all explained in the search warrant. They received a tip from someone that remained anonymous saying that a family friend that she heard through the grapevine that there is a hanging human corpse in his basement, and that did end up being true after they were able to execute this search warrant.
Wow. And Maxine, speaking of those friends, I know you were able to talk to someone who says they knew Gerlach. Does his friend say he was like this before all of this happened, or that there was any indication something like this would happen?
Yeah, so just to be clear too, I mean, this friend was not mentioned at all in the search warrant, although I do know that there were some names in that search warrant. We reached out to those people and did not hear back. But as for this former friend, he says that there was no indication that he had even any interest in oddities or collecting these sorts of things, at least to this extent, right? He explains that he was kind of into this kind of scene, but never, again, really showed interest in doing something like this.
And Maxine, how does that friend feel now knowing what's coming out about him?
I did ask him that question. You know, he speaks really highly of him, at least when he was friends with him years ago. He said that he just, you know, good people can do bad things. And that really stuck with me because it's interesting. You know, I think everybody is trying to just wrap their heads around the situation, and knowing him at an earlier stage when maybe they were closer with him or got along with him. It's just interesting to see the way things have, in a way, changed now. But you know, they're still trying to see the good in him.
Absolutely. I want to bring it back to Lily really quick. Lily, how long did this investigation last? When did it start? Do you know those answers?
It first started early November. That's when he's accused of robbing the gravesite for the first time. And since then, he has returned multiple times, or he's accused of returning multiple times to rob even more graves at this historic cemetery, each time leaving behind tools and sometimes leaving behind DNA evidence. So police have been collecting evidence and building a case against him for a matter of months now, since early November.
Wow, interesting stuff there, Lily. And I just quickly want to go back to Maxine before we move on. Have you also been able to parse through his social media pages, Jonathan Gerlach's? What do we know there?
Yeah, so in that search warrant that Lily is talking about there are a few accounts that are mentioned, Facebook, Instagram accounts. So we know that he had some personal accounts there, but we also know that there is another account people have sent to us that allegedly belonged to him that had multiple pictures of skulls and bones on it that he seemed to have been either buying or selling, something of that sort. So we'll talk a little bit more about Trevor, the friend's reaction to all of that next at 6.
Well, thank you both, Lily and Maxine, and we'll see you later at 6.